Alright everyone, welcome back. We now have a new version of Thrive to take a look at, so I'm actually gonna probably be doing a lot of the old playthroughs I did, do stuff, there are achievements now, those I believe are, yeah, they're in the extras. I've not actually done any of these yet, because I wanted to try to do videos for some of these, and see what I can do in all that, doing these videos. There's some just other stuff. There is also a new organelle, which I sort of actually, funnily enough, complained a little bit about when I realized there was no better version of the hydrogenase. So we now have a hydrogenosome, so that's now been dealt with. And there is a ability to customize planets now, so we're gonna do that just for this one time. Normally I won't be doing this either, just to make things easier and just so there's no weird stuff going on. So yeah, we're gonna probably keep some of the same. I do want to change something. Let's do large ocean coverage. Let's do active. And stable for the chaos. Why not? Do warm as well. Yeah, so normally I wouldn't actually be doing this for most of the playthroughs. I'll do it just at least this once. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of the original playthrough I did, just at the bottom of the ocean, chemosynthesis, since one of the achievements is for that. So, I actually wonder if I can look at them while in here. Is it possible? I don't think so. Oh, I didn't do that at all, so I actually don't know anything else. Alright. Turn speed as well. You can actually sort of see if I zoom in. You can see there's a bit of particles around my cell. That's the new sort of ripple effect that was added in. Yeah, and with this release, I think it's now one more update to go before we should be done with the first stage of the game. And that is, of course, a very big achievement for everyone who's worked on the game. Everyone who's put time and effort, whether or not they no longer working on the game, they still work on the game. It's all a massive effort that's managed to get to a really great point. So I'm going to just I'm actually going to redo this because I want to actually see everything. Alright. It's unstable, active, large, warm. I'll just make it the planet large. Basic stuff. Miscellaneous. Here. Fog of war. No, not intense. Disable. Alright. Now we're going to do it. And also I'm just going to take a look at the overall planet. See how it looks. So normally there would be a lot of, like, I think it does kind of do north and south, like the physically, and that way as well. So there's like none, so no frozen patches. I mean, I believe we did trend. This is a decent amount of patches, anyways. I am still working on the planet as well, starting to bit more into the actual evolution of things for it. I'm talking about the loading screen stuff, of course. Probably mentioned that my ADHD does as we going off on random tangent of things. Yeah, so all that is still being worked on, so it's not just completely ceased. Mirror impact there. That's just a basic one. All right. Oh, hydrodynamics is gonna change. Now that I will say, I don't know how quickly this achievement will pop up. I'm gonna do that for now. Oh, I should probably make sure there's space in there. Do something like that, just to be different. Just in case. Boost that up a bit. And I'm curious. Try zone. Alright. I think that's just like the same thing as the mitochondria requirement. Oh, there's one achievement, the editor. I wonder if we're gonna get one for the hydrogen sulfide. Maybe not. Engulf the cell there. Alright, there's another achievement. Also, one of the achievements is to get multicellulars, so I'm going to try to do that as well in this video. Although most likely once I'm done here, I'm probably going to be doing some more work on my my Minecraft world, which I've already done another layer actually for Bismarck. Oh, and there's that. I was wondering when that would show up. We got a option in our patch. There's a glucose meter there. I'm gonna get some hydrogenases. Also, there's the siren. So we'll do it. Alright. I'm curious. Actually, look at this. So I also heard actually during the update stream we had there was times when I saw like Heroine's name as in the species name stuff. That is actually intended. That wasn't just a random thing that had happened. That is intended, and there are apparently ways to get other names added. So I might try to do that to maybe get my own name in there, and also some names tied to some other Easter egg stuff I kind of want to try and see if I can get in later on in the game, or even sooner. Some fun references to other things I've worked on. So yeah, and I figured that out a little bit, and maybe that'll pop in one of the upcoming updates. I think it'd be really cool. Oh, okay, that one is a different membrane. That's interesting. Okay, there's been another eruption in our patch, and there's been 4 different meteorite strikes. Oh lord. Also, how much yeah, a lot of hydrogen sulfide. That is a sulfur meteor, and more. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's something I've noticed. It looks like it's always the same kind of meteorite, regardless of what patch it's in. For that, so just like, I guess, choose a meteorite type and then choose patches for it. That'll be I guess that's how it might work. Let's just get the slime jet soon. I mean, it always likes to tell us to get the slime jet. Like a pretty consistent thing it does. Alright. Back at it. And of course, I do want to show proper gameplay for a bit. Once I try to go for the multicellular, that's probably when I'll actually make use of the cheat menu. I'm actually playing 2 other games right now, so I'm sort of going back and forth between things a little bit. Because I am chaos incarnate, I guess. I'm just weird. You want me? No, you're different. You look a lot like me. I can eat you as well. Yum. Heat. Iron sulfide. I want more of you. It's not gonna fill up right now. Alright. Okay, it looks like 3 things came out of patch, and that's another eruption in here. Oh my lord. There was also a meteorite impact that is here. That looks like yeah, phosphate. I got some more fun things. Well, that actually is a bar. I don't think I had that before. Boop, boop. Okay. And a little bit more, and we should be able to get a nucleus soon. Alright. That is one of us. Okay. I knew that one had a membrane change. Maybe I can eat that chunk. I cannot. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember everything that we had mentioned for changes. Actually, for this update. I actually need a good chitinase with all those things with chitinase now. Which means I need to get a nucleus. Because that evolved from that form. Okay, now there's 2 things that are... Of course, that's just how the game likes to work. Is that also a different membrane? I can't tell, actually. I know that is. Okay, actually... That is interesting to note. There's definitely a decent amount of oxygen now. So there was a meteorite impact. Which patch was over here? The regular one, right? Yep. Alright. That's interesting. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if you can hear it, but my mom's dog is barking at somebody just said to come over. I'd say hi to my mom and wish her well, since she actually hurt her wrist the other day. Yeah, I don't really need to continue talking about any of that. That's what I thought. You. I can eat you, though. Alright. Gotta keep an eye on these purple guys. Actually, let's take a look at how they try to... Okay, well, the... Don't even know if I can say that right. Mimesis version died off. Some more of us there. Where did this membrane change occur? I really want to know. From the looks of it, it's not. Oh, there. Okay, that is one membrane there, chitin. And where did the other one happen? Because I know I've seen more. some weird thing happened. Okay, there's definitely another. That's where another one happened for that. And it okay, it kept it and changed color and did other things, and then these two branched off of it. So apparently chitin is like the preferred membrane right now for auto evo, at least in this planet. Alright. Got another one. Get over here real quick. Alright. So we would lose some members of our species. Was there anything? Nope. No changes actually. And now we can do the nucleus. I've never done this before. I'm gonna put it at an angle because I think that's kind of funny. Alright. I've never done an angled nucleus before. I have no idea how it's gonna mess with it. I need to go get near some iron soon because I am not gonna live much longer at this rate. That was pretty good. I'm like stuck between two rocks. Oh my god, that thing has even more spikes now. At least a variant of it does. Ow. Okay, there's another achievement. Getting a nucleus. That would make sense. Are we? Actually, I think we're the only hydrothermal vent. Yeah, we're the only hydrothermal vent. And then those are green, those are radiation meters. That's fun. Alright. Obviously, we went down quite a bit population-wise. Start to make use of some new tools, though. So, I need 20 microbes engulf. Let's utilize the cilia, I think. Modify to that version. Okay. Increase action resistance a bit more. Be safe. And then we're gonna the Ferropods actually in the next oh wait, hold on, my TP production is too low. I can't do that actually. Okay then. I've done a double membrane actually. That'd be interesting to do, I think, for a bit. Alright, let's actually test that out. I've never done a double membrane. That looks like something has already decided to branch off of us. I mean, that would make sense for some reason. Yeah, right there. Looks like that thing has gone extinct, but I swear I saw something with a bunch of spikes still. So, I don't know. I may as well look to see if... I'm pretty sure there is still that other membrane present. Oh, wow, this other group has done a crazy amount of changing. Also, I love that it is heat evolved, and metabolism, and back, not metabolism, yeah, metabolism. then just single hex of it. That's kind of funny. And this one's also going to... Okay, yeah, this is the other branch that's gone with chitin. I guess part of the question now is there other stuff than just chitin? Because with the prevalence of it, I'm definitely... Oh, that's a double there. Okay. I would actually do that quite early on. I was gonna know any others in any of these others. Okay. I'm like slurring words together, sorry. Now we got lysosomes and the fibroblast. Okay. Probably do the fibroblast first, honestly. Boom. And hyalinosome should be next generation from the looks of it. I'm suggesting lysosome next. Makes sense. So likely going to do that next anyways. Alright. So I should just do that to slightly increase survival. Also, I should look at endosomes because there is also something there. Now I'm running so low on hydrogen sulfide at times, it's becoming a problem. Okay, that thing is chitinase, so I can't consume it. I guess I'm just kind of push it a little bit. It's not enough for the glucose. Okay. So we're still struggling, which is very much expected. There's that. It's 0.02 to 13. I think it's basically just some mitochondria, sort of, I want to say. I really need a lysosome. It's chitinase. And then do that. Alright. Does actually suggest a melanosome. What happens if I do this? That's not that good at the moment. Just try that. Let's see how this goes. Okay. It says I have the thriving achievement now. But that is not good. I'm barely making energy to stay alive. I don't think I'm making enough energy, actually. I'm so close to hydrogen sulfide now. So close yet so far. Alright. go down too fast. That would not be good for me. And it's kind of quick. There's a lot of hydrogen sulfide over here at least. Definitely gonna want to get some of the pulling cilia, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. Given the kind of current state of things. Sulfide and enter the editor. Mirror impact. Okay, so we got another eruption, so there's more hydrogen sulfide. That should also make things easier for us. Mirror impact, regular meteorite. Okay. Don't think I want to do the slime jet yet. I have glucose generation is not that great still. Give it a shot. I will also just check to make sure. You're still. That's that. I found myself a massive population. Here, what I honestly thought it would have been. I think I'm starting to go insane, and I feel like I was just hearing the Thrive music, even though my, all the game sound should be off for me. I'll do that. I think that's good for now. That spiked there. It's not very good. Can I actually consume one of these things? Guess not. I hit H to get rid of it. Oh dear God, that was close. That was way too close for comfort. Here's some hydrogen sulfide. It's gonna probably not really help all that much. There's a toxin right there. I want to stay away from that. Sulfide right here. I'm going to grab a bit of that. Okay. Let's see if I mirror impact. Right there, that's iron. And we got this is when I'm going to actually grab this. I can actually handle it now for a little bit. Nah, not going to do that. After some point, I'm going to actually change my membrane maybe again. that, I think it's going to be very helpful if I can consume it. I really hope I can. I cannot. That's not the greatest thing. Okay, some more hydrogen sulfide at least. If we help with my glucose levels. Those back up. Oh, I can eat that thing. And that as well, okay. Well, that's actually really good for the moment. Oh, now I'm at my biggest size. Will I be able to get this in? Okay. Can. I think I'm going to sit on that for a little bit, actually. Okay, the way those spikes come in is not good, actually. I'm going to sit here, build it up a little bit. I'm bitching like, get consumed. Oh, that actually needed that. That's great, actually. Alright, I think I can do this without losing it. Alright, there's nothing. I have a note. Some viruses now 25% complete. That's not what I wanted to do. Two vacuoles. Iron and then glucose. Get a bigger storage for that, I think should be good. Alright. And off we go. And I just died. Careful with all these spiked things. There's a nice one. I need to actually figure out which one is I'm doing the Anderson viruses with, because that's the one I need to actually consume. That's the one. Pretty certain. I'll try and pull that off, I guess. Okay, that was probably the worst way to do that. Air impact and the eruption here. Meteorite is sulfur, right? Yeah. I don't know why I'm just testing myself with them. Kind of a weird way to do it, I guess. That's going along well. It is still here with a pretty big population size. The binding agent and signaling agent on here, I guess. So I'll get a little head start on that. Be ready for it. is a really not great idea. I don't think they're the ones. That's the one I need, actually. This guy almost died. Ugh. Just sit still for a moment and regain my health. Get this to work. It's actually harder than I thought it would be. Given that they always seem to turn their spikes at me. Get them in like a side angle or something. There we go. Dear Lord. I am terrorizing myself with how close to death I keep on getting. There's one right there. Maybe, just maybe, we can be a little sneaky about this. Glaciation is happening in one editor cycle. So there is that. Almost done there. It's good. Let's see. That. And we're going to go for it. Alright, my other two got it, I think. Oh, nope, I got it. Alright. Also, as you can see, we got another achievement. Continuing to play with the same species. And then I should say, from what I recall from the discussions we had, the achievements at the moment are not like challenge achievements. They're generally going to be achievements that are going to be helpful for gameplay. Can't do that at all. We need a smaller one. Nope, can't. Not big enough. Yeah, and I'm not big enough. Well, they're not small enough. Do you think I'm gonna, once I get the endosymbiosis, which I may have to go through actually live through a cycle of just normal gameplay. I want the weaker Excel. Yeah, I want you. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking of actually going into the multicellular stuff to get that achievement as well. And I do know that Steam also has the achievements, so you don't have to worry about if you're just playing on Steam or doing it the way I do, which is from the Thrive launcher. You should still be able to get the achievements. So glaciation has started. That's interesting. Yep, glaciation is all over. Alright. Finish that. Got that there. And alright, I guess I didn't need to go into a cycle for that. I'm actually gonna have some fun actually. What is there? budget is still too expensive. What else could I grab? Keep double, actually. And 45, we can do that, I guess. Alright. I guess I had to get rid of something there. I wonder if I've never actually seen that tutorial thing pop up. As the first time it's happened for me. Just let them all come to me. Okay. We should also say that the focus of this series for a little while is going to be trying to get the various achievements. Obviously, that is part of what all this is right now that I'm doing. But some of the other ones are going to be a bit more specific, so we will try to get them all. It's now going to need an impact right there. Editor. Pop a bunch down. And now I'm going to be using the cheat menu. There we go, another achievement. I'm also going to say flee. I think I mentioned before, I always do that because I think it's far easier to handle. Oh, okay then, I guess. Shoots immediately does that. Also, I apparently have no iron. I have been an idiot, apparently, and not been watching my various compounds. And also, you will see now that there is actually a bit of a connection between the cells. Before, there wasn't anything like that. I could have just done that already. I'm so bad at cheating. That is interesting to note though, that obviously if you try to use cheat menus, achievements will be disabled. Oh, and that's right, we also finally have images now. I wonder how that looks at... Oh, more options, of course. I honestly wonder how that's going to look. And also, because of that, I'm going to actually duplicate you. And I'm going to see if it will show this as well. Give it a different membrane type. A cell. And just that. And let's see what it does with that. And also, I also want to look at this, because I assume it can now show it up in here. It sure can. It's actually really cool looking. I love how it shows the little hex, and you can kind of tell the placement here, although that hasn't loaded. So there may not be anything actually to handle multiple cell types yet, but I mean, nothing wrong with that. If anything, it should be more than expected, because it is still early on with all that. This group here went crazy. honestly. I feel like their membrane change may have helped them a lot, actually. I am stuck inside of them. Can't even move on my own. Alright. Also, that is faster, right? Yeah. Just pop more of them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, then 20. Alright. I'm gonna do it. This will be funny. Just do one that's just a different color. I'm probably going to change the memory on it as well, just to be a bit sillier. Because why not? It's going to probably go right there once I get to it. I may have to actually kill myself. I appear to actually have escaped. Just like barely keeping our cell alive. We need to find iron to even function properly. Okay. A bit better at the moment. There's a tiny bit of iron there. It's not going to be enough. Guess I decided to sacrifice himself to me. I guess not to me, my colony of cells. Let's do that. Iron impacts, basic one. Stem, and then the final one. Modify. For that, why not? You know what? Do that as well. Right. Once it also is going to be generation 20. Guess I may just so I know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this because I am trapped in there and I'm not going to be able to get out. Oh, that's a weird. I just know that is bizarre. Actually, that's something I was unaware of with the connection. Actually, really grateful that it's still a ton of little microbes. I think that's one thing they worked on, maybe, or that's just the luck of this time. How things kind of played out. Because usually I've always noticed that everything is just eukaryotic at this point. Everything's big. always need more iron. Swear. That's just a thing of life at this point. Iron, iron, iron. Also, not that good at turning, clearly, especially now. And we also don't get bigger, so we can't get these big chunks anymore. Should be fine for a decent while. Oh, Jason. Alright. And just keep doing this until we get to the microscopic, I guess. I think I mentioned before, but I do some certain things when I actually do the sort of cell colony stage we're in. Within normal games, I do a certain thing with it. And kind of how I handle stuff, which I'll probably talk about, especially once we actually get to that stage. And that stage is actually available in-game. Fun, playable. This could be a slight problem. Just keep these buttons pressed down. Just keep things going. Oh, I think I lost actually one of my guys there. Oh. There's a few of them actually. Interesting. Try to catch it like that. Alright. Seems pretty decent to me, but let's avoid that. Slowly turning. So I do not know how they plan on actually handling like engulfment for everything, and I do believe there is maybe a little bit. Although I do believe they are going to increase the ability to see within this stage. We're getting closer though. I lost one cell there, sadly. I'll just have to go, which I have already done. And we're just holding down the keys to try and get things generated for me. There's a phosphate chunk there. What? Some more things. Pass some radiation. There's even more radiation. I'm almost there. 19 or 20, and then I will probably stop after that. So I believe at that point we're going to be, well, done. To be honest, I do feel bad that once again I couldn't really think of things to talk about. Still trying to get better at that still a little bit. I don't think there's an achievement for this at the moment though. But apparently Thrive did not like that for some reason. Alright, well I guess video is done. Have a good day everyone.